Hi scholars, if you're a mathematics student, I gather here. In today's video, we are going to be looking at an interesting topic in maths that is not only useful for mathematical problem, but is also excellently useful in physics and other calculations in science. So, which topic am I talking about here? Subject formula. This has been a very challenging topic for students from at all levels. There comes a time when you have that complex equations and then you are just looking at making maybe one of them subject formula and you don't know how to go about it. So in today's video, stay with me. You are going to learn how to do that. And the next time you see a problem and you have the formula, you can flip the equation around and make whatever thing you want to make the subject of the formula. So let's get started. I want you to take a look at this question here. It says QR is equal to A plus B all over R. Make A the subject formula. Now, when you hear a statement like that, what comes to play? Now, think about it like a soldier that was deployed for a rescue mission, and he has to bring the target safe and sound. That is the mission. Now, that is one of the most difficult missions a soldier can embark on. It's very easy to kill, destroy everything, but to rescue, that is a little bit technical. So that is exactly what we're doing here. So when you hear make A subject formula, what it means is not for you to just go ahead and write A equals. What you're going to do is to make A to stand alone. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. So we say QR, which is equal to square root of A plus B all over R. Our target is to make A to stand alone. And it means that in order for A to stand alone, if you look at the situation here, on this part of the equation, there are a lot of things that are holding A captive. And that includes the square root function, the plus B, and divided by R. So all these guys, they are holding A hostage. So once you can get rid of them, then you have your A. And that is the way to approach subject formula. Now, before we get started, there are a few information that you will need on your way. Now, whenever you are trying to get rid of anything in order to rescue a parameter, you are expected to apply the reverse operation of that particular thing on both sides of the equation. So what I mean by that is, if I have a positive operation, I will reverse it to negative operation. If I have a negative operation, reverse it to a positive operation. Now, the same thing goes to multiplication, reverse to division, and division, reverse to multiplication. Square will also be reversed to square root, just as square root will reverse to square. So these are important. Now, even if you have a cube root, it's also going to be reversed to cube. Now, what is this reversal method? How does it help us in subject formula? Yeah, it's really very helpful in subject formula, especially that is when you are trying to get rid of any parameter that is holding the one you are making subject formula hostage. So let's take an example. In this our situation here, we are trying to make a subject formula. So what's the first guy to get rid of? The root function. Now, to remove this root function, all I need is what I am going to apply the reverse operation of square root on both sides of the equation. Now, I'll multiply that on both sides of the equation. So what is the reverse operation of square root function? The reverse operation is a square function because according to the law of indices, square root function is simply an index half. So if I say a square root of A, it means A to the power 1 over 2. Just as cube root of A could also mean A to the power 1 over 3. So whenever you see square root function, it means index half. The reversal is going to be what? The reciprocal is going to be 2, which is square. If you reverse 1 over 2, it's going to give me 2 over 1, which is a square. So you need the reverse operation to get rid of it on one side and put it on the other side. So to remove the square root, let's get started. So we're going to square both sides. So on this side, QR, so I'm going to square QR. At the other side, I'm also going to square everything here, which is A plus B all over R. So everything here all squared. Now, when I square both sides, what's going to happen is that QR square will become Q square R square. And now these two will get rid of each other because 1 over 2 multiplied by 2 over 1. What do you think that will happen? They are going to cancel each other. You remember, according to the law of indices. So this square will get rid of the square root for good. So what we will have left is A plus B all over R. So we have eliminated the square root function. And then what do we have left? Remember, any reverse operation you are doing must be carried out on both sides of the equation so as to satisfy it. The next guy that is holding hostage is plus b or divided by r. So which one do we get rid of first? Anytime you're confronted with what a fractional operation, a fractional parameter, it is always advisable to get rid of the denominator first. If you look at it, this looks like a fraction, so I'm going to be getting rid of r first. So r is bounded by division, this is divided by r. So when we have division, the reverse operation is multiplication. So let's quickly do that. So to apply that here, I'm going to multiply both sides. So multiplying both sides, q square r square multiplied by r, and on this other side, a plus b divided by r, I'll also multiply it also by r. So in that case, this r will take care of this r, and then what we have left is a plus b on this side, whereas on the other side, this is r squared multiply r, we are going to be having r raised to the power 3 according to the index. So what we have, and then the q square is still there. So you can see this is what we have at the moment. We have gotten rid of the square root function by introducing a square on both sides. Then we are getting rid of the r function, the r parameter, by multiplying it on both sides. Now the next guy to get rid of is the addition operation with b. So if you notice, b has a positive sign attached to it. So to remove b, I will apply the reverse, the inverse, or the reciprocal inverse of b, and that is what? Negative, minus operation. So all I need just subtract b on both sides of the equation, and then what do we have left? So this side will become q square r cube is already here, removing b, and that will be equal to plus b minus b. We already get rid of each other, so and we'll be having a left, and that, there you have it. We have finally freed a. A is like a bird. Now I can now put it, reverse it. I can leave my answer like this, or I can say a now is equal to, what is on the other side? You're successfully getting rid of all the guys that we are holding a hostage, and this is the result of what we just did. And that is how you can make a the subject of the formula. It is not something that you have to rush into, it's something that you have to take out the enemies one at a time. This rule here will guide you. Always remember, if you want to get rid of any parameter, flip the operation on both sides of the equation. That parameter will disappear from one side and appear on the other side. And that is that is the secret behind making subject formula. I believe this video was helpful. Feel free to like the video and share to your friends who may be in need of something like this or have a difficulty with this. Anyway, before I run, try this one out. Bye.